As the temperatures fall and the leaves follow, our thoughts turn to one important fact. It's pumpkin latte season!
Yes!
For many people, pumpkin spice is the flavor of fall. It can be found in drinks, desserts, and baked goods. What makes this spice mix so popular? Why is it associated with autumn? And what does its existence have to do with Spice Wars, the Pilgrims, the first American cookbook, and McCormick and Company?
Cheers! Cheers!
Stay tuned as we look into all the spicy details. First, let's get one thing straight. There is no pumpkin in pumpkin spice. Wait, what? If there's no pumpkin in pumpkin spice, why does it taste like pumpkin pie? All right, deep breaths, deep breaths. It's gonna be fine. We'll get to that in a bit. First, let's look at what's in this spice mixture. Traditionally, it's a mix of cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, ginger, and sometimes cloves. Cinnamon has its roots in Sri Lanka, and ancient Egyptians used it for embalming and religious practices. From Egypt, it found its way to Europe in the Middle Ages. Nutmeg's use is believed to go back even further. Ancient residue was found on 3,500-year-old pottery shards on one of Indonesia's Banda Islands. Banda Island residents traded nutmeg with fishermen and with visitors for tools, food, and other spices. Spices became precious commodities, some as valuable as gold, leading to conflict between European countries. Of course, the biggest victims in these conflicts were the natives of the Spice Islands. They faced continuous violent oppression from European nations. Between the 17th and 18th centuries, the Portuguese and the Dutch fought many battles for the control of Sri Lanka and the Spice Islands. Eventually, the English and the Spanish joined in. Because of these conflicts, the Dutch traded an island for an island with the English. The Dutch got one of the Spice Islands, and the English received New Amsterdam, known today as Manhattan Island.
That's in New York, son.
Shortly before that trade, the Pilgrims arrived in North America. They befriended the local natives who provided them with foods, including pumpkin and squash.
So corn here, tomato here, squash, and a sour leaf.
Missing the taste of home, the Pilgrims prepared these foods with the familiar spices they had brought with them from Europe, like cinnamon, nutmeg, and cloves. These spices became a popular part of annual Thanksgiving celebrations across North America. The first American cookbook, published in 1796, included 2 recipes for pompon pudding. They included stewed and strained pumpkin, eggs, sugar, and cream, and were baked in a pie crust. I like where this is going. It was spiced with ginger, mace? All right, I never heard of that one. Nutmeg and allspice, which were popular in America then.
Hey, put some spice in it.
But it was in the 1930s that pumpkin spice became a mainstream seasoning blend.
What's the most important ingredient in this whole thing?
In 1934, McCormick and Company mass-produced a blend of cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, and allspice and marketed it as pumpkin pie spice. It provided home bakers with an easy way to add flavor to their pumpkin pies. Since then, pumpkin pie has become a staple of North American Thanksgiving celebrations. And as pumpkin pie became an American tradition, so did the spice blend. In 2003, coffee company Starbucks introduced its pumpkin spice latte, and we've never been the same since. By 2019, the company had sold 424 million of these drinks worldwide. Pumpkin spice latte's popularity led to the development of other pumpkin spice products, including pudding, protein drinks, and Spam. Yum? Speaking of Spam, now that we've discovered the origins of pumpkin spice, let's find out why people love Spam. We'll do that on another episode of Origins of Food.